there right now. This is around the area of 45th and Vermont. It continues to move in the Bethany area. You see the white Cadillac right there. This has been going on for a couple of minutes. Sky 5 tracking it for you. You see this driver just going all through this, what is literally a neighborhood, just through the city streets near the Bethany area, going at a very good clip right here. You see him picking up speed as he goes through this neighborhood, going around each corner. Fortunately, he has really avoided a lot of traffic in the area. This being in the neighborhood, you don't see a lot of people out, but we continue to track it right here. You see that, just that burgundy car, he just barely missed it right there. It's a very dangerous situation for officers as they continue to track this right now, but you can see as he gets to a straight stretch, the person in that car really accelerates and heads down the roadway right there. As we track all of this, you just see we've got this shot very, very tight as we zoom in on it. It continues to go through this neighborhood, and once again, it's sort of the northwest part of Oklahoma City in the Bethany area. This has now been going on for about 10 minutes. Officers are following this person at a distance. They're not just exactly right on top of him, but they are keeping track of exactly what is going on with this person. You see the white Cadillac right there. Now we're getting into some traffic right here. Perhaps some folks just sitting along the roadway, a dangerous situation if there are any pedestrians right out in there. And in fact, I believe that's a school zone right there that this guy is going through. I saw the curved lines on the roadway right there. So made it through that area, fortunately, right there safely. But school zone, people picking up right now, 327. So a lot of schools are getting out. So this is a situation that could be very, very dangerous very, very quickly as this person leads police through these neighborhood streets. This been going on now for several minutes, waiting on this person to slow down. You know, officers, of course, would like him to stop and this end in a very peaceful and safe manner, because it is very, very dangerous when there are so many people out on the streets, this being the middle of the day. Sky 5 has been over this now for just the past couple of minutes, and we are working on exactly get the name of the neighborhood that he is going through. But I can tell you this is over around the Bethany area that this person has been going down through these streets. Officers are tracking this person once again, but we don't see them very, very close behind. But certainly from the air, this guy's not going to get away. You can see that the helicopter is above him and giving police information as far as where this guy is going. And it does look like he's just going almost through the maze of streets right here in this neighborhood. And picking up some speed right here. It does look like there's a straightaway that this person driving this car is over. Working also to find out exactly how this all started and what began. I can tell you that the call first came in around Northwest 10th and Council is one of the areas where this started to be this police chase where officers tried to get this person to pull over. And now it has gone, it went from Northwest 10th and Council over around 39th and Sarah, then it went to 41st and Meridian and 45th and Vermont. This person is driving very quickly along this city street right here, once again in a neighborhood. But you see the straight stretch right there, and boy, when he gets to the straight stretch, he really picks up speed. Going to the left right there, Sky 5 just tracking it through the trees. Hard to see the situation that we've got here, but you can see from here that he is just, once again, almost going around in circles. Officers, as we were tracking this and heading over it, I did see officers positioning themselves at different intersections around this area and going around this area and trying to get this guy blocked off in the best way that they can. You see him right here just avoiding traffic and avoiding as much as he can. Being in this neighborhood, you know, there are not a lot of people out on the streets right now, which is really a good thing because this is a situation that can be very, very bad very, very quickly. The police chase now been going on for a good 10-15 minutes. So this person has been going through, and again, just traveling right through this neighborhood and traveling right through all of these streets right here. I want to tell you about Kaiser Elementary School because we saw him go through a school zone, and perhaps that was the school zone. It's Kaiser Elementary. What they are doing is they're keeping all of the kids inside, making sure that they are safe, because you certainly don't want this guy blaring and blasting through that intersection right there with all of these kids. We see a pedestrian right there, and it looks like he made a turn and avoided that guy. But this is the school zone. You see the squiggly lines right here. So this is a situation where we're going to just keep watching here as this guy in this white Cadillac just blasting down city streets not far away from Kaiser Elementary School. And 3:30, so school is in the let-out hour. We're really getting around those points of the day. And so they're keeping the kids inside, making sure that nobody is out on the roadway right now. You saw a little while ago a lot of parents lined up right there to pick up their kids, as they do every single day for school. So this is a tough situation for the schools, making sure that they keep everything safe and locked down for the kids right there. We see this person as he comes up through here. Here's an officer trying to block his way, trying to get him to stop, and he's not going to do it. So he's going to keep on going right there. And now he's picking up into some more traffic. It does look like he's gotten out of the neighborhood and gotten onto one of the main thoroughfares right there, and he is picking up some speed. And of course, this is where we get into stoplights and things like that. Pulling into a parking area right here. It looks like an auto body or an auto garage, and he's going to just keep on going right there. This looks like he's hit himself into another parking lot. Eventually, he may run into a point where he's out of places to go. Crossing over some four-lane highways right there. Just missed that truck and that car just by a little bit right there. Once again, this is a police chase that's been going on now for about 15 minutes around northwest Oklahoma City. Meridian are some of the roads we've been tracking. Council. He is now on a main thoroughfare right here, working to find out exactly what street that is. This is Meridian. This is a four-lane highway that this guy is traveling down. Man, this is a very dangerous situation. He's crossing the center line, headed north is what I'm being told. So headed north on Meridian and going at a very high rate of speed. Very dangerous situation that we've got going on right now that police are tracking. And that's one of the things that you notice, that police are not really very, very close to this person. Certainly they're trying to get him to slow down and trying to get him to stop this, but they certainly don't want to antagonize the situation and make this guy go any faster, because he is crossing the center line. This is a very dangerous chase that you're seeing, going right through the intersections, no regard to the stoplights right there. That was the intersection of Meridian and 36 that he went through. And just working on this, I keep saying he. We haven't identified the person in this. Don't know if it's a man or a woman. But this is 39th. This is a big traffic area right here. So he's just coming on right out into it. And you see some traffic right there. Now we're on a 6-lane roadway. So we're going to see traffic really pick up if he gets stopped at a stoplight. This is 39th Street that he's turned on. Was going east. Now making the U-turn. I guess going to head back. Be west, and a lot of traffic on 39th right now. So, in the best situation, this could all come to a stoplight, and he wouldn't be able to get around. So that would be a good thing to get officers on the scene of this. And you see police right there to the left of the screen trying to get this guy stopped. He clearly knows that police are tracking him right there as he continues to just take every different kind of street and roadway that he can. Now turning off of 39th and going down one of the side roads right here as we track this police chase. This was not far from Meridian. This was 39th is what we're talking about. He just got off that. Now he's back into these neighborhoods. And the neighborhoods pose a totally different kind of threat to citizens. And then you're really talking about pedestrians on the street. Okay, he's getting out of the car. He's bailing. And there he goes, trying to run over a fence right there. He's on the run. Not going to get very far with helicopters over top of him, and that's always the thing that these guys finally figure out. But he's on the run right now. Sky 5 tracking him just as he continues to run. And officers will, I'm sure, be right along. But the good news of this is that the car part of this has stopped, and that puts a lot of people in that were in harm's way in a safe situation. So very difficult to see right now through the trees when he gets in there, but Sky 5 is tracking this very, very carefully, and just looking for him to run out of the bushes and out of the shrubberies right there. But guy took off on foot. It's 3:35, so this went off. There he goes, right there. So see somebody chasing him on foot. So got Sky 5 just over the scene of this. This is a neighborhood is where he decided to bail out. Not sure why he chose that spot, but that's where he chose. And took off running as fast as he could. But now you see officers' cars are all around this situation. So he's probably not going to get very far right there. But, you know, just looking over this, just trying to track this guy down. Hopefully they've got him down on the ground, and we're able to track him down. I mean, it gets kind of hairy in a situation like this because you got a lot of houses and you got a lot of trees, and hopefully all these people have their doors locked up, so he can't get in a house. And just looking right here to see if he continues to run, and I see officers on the ground right there, just walking around trying to track this guy down. He had that white T-shirt on. Hard to see, hard to identify him really from the air, but it does look like officers are gathering here at this one spot. This may be the spot where they've taken him down, and it's just hard to tell with all the trees right here. I'm being told that we understand that this person may be a suspect in an assault and deadly weapons case, and so perhaps when they tried to pull this guy over, that he knew he was a suspect in something and took off. And so it led police on a chase all through an area that started around Northwest 10th and Council and took us all the way down into 39th Street and into this neighborhood. And that's where he bailed out, and yeah, they got him. So we push in just a little bit, and there he is. He didn't run very far. They got him in cuffs. So this ended really in the best way that you hope. We didn't have anyone with a big crash. We didn't have anyone hurt, but boy, he sure did take it through a scary situation. Got on a lot of the city streets and got into neighborhoods and went through school zones. Just blasted through there. Kaiser Elementary had to be put on lockdown. Of course, that's probably going to be clearing up here in the next couple of minutes. So we've got ground crews on this as well. So officers continue to, when they find out more information, we'll be able to get a little bit more for you. But we understand that this is a possible person that was involved in a arms deal, assault with a deadly weapon, I should say. And so they got him, and that perhaps might be the car. Yeah, there's the car right there that was involved in this. You know, it looks like it has flat tires. I wonder if stop sticks were involved in all this. That's something we'll be asking and finding out right now. And you look at that sign. It was a one-way street, and the Cadillac was pointed in the other direction. So this guy was actually traveling down the wrong way on a one-way street. And there he goes, putting him in Unit 307 right there. Sky 5's been above this chase, which ended with this fella bailing out of the car and running just as fast as he could. Officers surrounded the scene. They took the guy down. And this ended really in the most peaceful and best way that you hope for. Got this guy stopped, and no major crashes or anything like that. So this is something that is coming to an end. Officers got their man, and you see the Cadillac right there that was involved in this. They've got all the doors open as they've checked it out to make sure no one else is in that vehicle. And but I can tell you, I'm being told right now that we've got Carla Wade out there on the scene, and she is on the ground gathering more details. So we're going to continue to track this for you, this chase that ended safely with the guy in the back of a squad car. So